My name is Latoya Ruby Frazier, and I'm a visual artist that has a specific practice in photography. I'm mentored and trained by artists that use the camera to make social commentary on the United States, our history. I grew up next to Andrew Carnegie's first steel mill, the Eckerd Thompson plant in Braddock, Pennsylvania, right next to the Monongahela River. So because of my upbringing and my grandmother raising me next to Andrew Carnegie's steel mill, I'm very sensitive towards working class people, communities, and their families. And I'm also sensitive to the impact of economic policies or when corporations abandon communities and people lose their jobs. The work here that's on view, The Last Cruise, that was 9 months of shooting.
Because the work focuses on the stories of the people from Lordstown, Ohio, where the GM plant was being unallocated.
I knew that mass media wasn't going to do justice to allowing us as a general public to hear directly from these auto workers and union members and their children as to what this unallocation meant to them, what that word meant to them, and then leading up to that last cruise, rolling off the assembly line, and then also after.
So Latoya spent a lot of time in Lordstown, Ohio, about 9 months, meeting the people and hearing their stories.
Where I then, opposite of a journalist, developed a very intimate relationship with the United Auto Workers of Local 1112 and 1714. So this is very different from photojournalism because you're not supposed to get so intimately and emotionally and psychologically involved. You'll see and hear from them what the UAW has done for this country in terms of your 8-hour work week, your lunch break, your time off. Americans will be confronted with remembering like, oh, this is the union, this is the labor union that did this. This show is about the concept of unity, of solidarity, of class consciousness. And the only way to remind people of that is when you take a slow look through portraits and interviews of people.
And those are actually presented on, we've been calling it a kind of armature, but it replicates what the automobiles, what the cars go through in the factory. And so it's actually about the same shape and size and color as what you would see in the actual GM factory. And she's used that as a way to bring the kind of factory feeling into the exhibition.
And most Americans have never seen inside of a car plant and how it's manufactured and how it's built. And so I wanted to bring that presence of the assembly line to the viewer. Also, the fact that this exhibition specifically has the real Last Cruise is monumental. And that's why this body of work, it's a memorial and a monument. The space is designed so that it's half holy, half assembly line. When viewers are in it, they're gonna feel that energy and that spirit. And it allows them to see the actual compact cruise sedan, where the workers who are all in the photographs are the ones that meticulously made it with their bare hands.
Latoya thinks that's really important, that this is a work of art and that these people who built it are actually artists.
And I think what's a direct, interesting intersection for me as a contemporary artist is that the UAW actually represents all the workers at the Museum of Modern Art. So that's a direct connection that I think is exciting for the art world to actually have to acknowledge. This exhibition really does show and it proves to Ohio, all the way to Washington, D.C., that artists play an enormous role in society. So this is the power of photography's ability to bring sight and vision and insight and a fuller breadth, a larger picture of the systemic, social, cultural, and political issue that is at stake, that is still unfolding and impacting the state of Ohio.